For the past several years, we've been doing Worldwide Trophy Adventures group hunts to Uganda for buffalo. And we usually do those in March. It's one of the best times of the year to be here. It's nice to get out of the States sort of at the end of the winter. But this week we're coming in and there's 5 of us. We've been 100% successful every year we've done it. Guys get together, meet new people. Everybody's like-minded hunters, whether you're on your first buffalo hunt or your 10th buffalo hunt. It's just really nice at night to come in and share stories with people and meet new hunters. But we've had a great time with this, and it's nice because we generally hunt 2-on-1 and there's no real pressure. There's so many buffalo around. People aren't worried about coming on a week's hunt and never getting an opportunity. It's going to happen here. There's just too many buffalo. So getting to hunt with somebody else, you're getting their experience and yours, so double the buffalo hunting in a week. This week I'm going to be hunting with my longtime buddy Skip Nantz. Now Skip and I have, I guess it's been 28, almost 30 years that we went on our first trip together when we were basically kids. And we've been all over from multiple safaris to Alaska. It's a real pleasure. He's from Kentucky like I am. Our wives went to pharmacy school together. So we've just known each other a long time, and we just have really enjoyed that part of it, getting to spend time together and hunt together. But again, we're getting in on each other's hunts. So that's going to be a special treat this week, is just to get to hunt with a longtime friend.
Want to be 100% sure, son. So just no rush, just be 100% sure. Let me go for it.
If we get in good double range, I'll shoot. If it's not, come up here.
One on the right.
Let's see it.
This one right here. Let's just have a look at it again.
We did get in on the buffalo in a good position, and there was a nice bull there, good mature bull, and I was happy to take him, but I did have the double, and I just wasn't real comfortable with the shot.
buffalo. This is a buffalo hunter's dream. Buffaloes everywhere. You gotta love it.
Don't put too much pressure on them. Let's just let them relax. Tomorrow morning we can come back. Yeah.
We'll be hunting in the Karamoja area of northern Uganda. We're close to South Sudan and Kenya up here. It's pretty much open savanna type terrain, just little rolling hills, but you're surrounded all the way around by big mountains. So it's sort of like when you come in on the charter, you're flying over the rest of Uganda that's wet and flat, and you come over these mountains and it's just like a whole new world. It's just one of the prettiest places I've ever been in the world. It seems like any direction you look, it looks like a postcard with big blue and purple mountains in the background, acacia trees, all kinds of game running around, but it's open. You're not dealing with thick jess or riverine or anything like that. We'll do a lot of covering ground in a vehicle and spotting buffalo from the truck, but also it's going to be nice this year. We're hunting with Mini Trappe, and he's from Tanzania, and he is an old school type PH that he's got a great tracker, Willie, with him, so we're also going to get to do some tracking. The population between Karamoja National Park, which adjoins our hunting concession, and the concession is estimated at like 15,000 buffalo. I mean, there's no other hunting that goes on besides our concession, and the buffalo population is just incredible. How are you? He's gonna rub on me.
Those 416s don't work real good in a 470. Skip, get up here and shoot this sucker.
can't see him, you can see him right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's done.
Let's go over there. Patapa ni sawa lakini labda tu subiri dakika.
He's done.
Got 3 bulls out here. 2 of them are young, 1 of them's good old.
Cuando kiango. Willie,
Let him stand in there. A bit of a weird angle on him to start with. What an incredible first morning in Karamoja. It's 7:15 and we've got 2 beautiful buffalo on the ground. This is ridiculous. Beauty.
Well done, Jim. Thank you. Well done. Appreciate it.
Well, Skip, I've been trying to get you to come to Karamoja up here in Uganda for years, and now you see why, huh?
Finally made it, and oh my gosh, it's what, in 20, 30 minutes we've got 2 down,
Yeah,
two great ones.
You know, we've learned over the years, if you get an easy one, you take it. And
Take it.
here, it's about covering the ground because there's so many buffalo here. And you're just covering ground and looking and covering ground and looking. And we both got lucky. 2 great old bulls. You know, both of them got worn tips and just wonderful, wonderful buffalo. And
Definitely.
it's going to be a big week.
Oh, awesome,
Yep,
dude.
great to
Awesome.
share it with you.
Yeah, buddy. Glad to be here.
You know, one of the great things about hunting up here is the conservation aspect of our hunting. There are numerous villages that border the hunt concession in different directions, and they are directly benefiting from us being here. I mean, they get money and trophy fees, all the meat that we're taking. I mean, we take a little bit for camp, but they have a roster of all the different villages, and they deliver the meat, you know, in a very organized way to make sure that each community gets a fair share of the buffalo. Now, we've taken some buffalo basically just outside the villages, where as soon as we're taking pictures, the folks from the village show up, and we have left a couple buffalo just with them to go on and cut up and walk back to their village. But you know, that's a real benefit for them, but quite honestly, it's a benefit for us, because I mean, it makes you feel good to know you're providing protein for people that don't otherwise get it. And it's just part of this whole thing of hunting and conservation. I mean, money definitely goes back into the community for us being here to, you know, make boreholes for them to get water, or to help with schools and numerous projects. I mean, the anti-poaching people and the people in camp are being employed. So there's far-reaching benefits to the local people from us being here hunting, and one of the big ones is they get a lot of meat. We hear the argument from time to time that the local people should just be hunting the animals for themselves and taking the meat, instead of having guys from America or Europe or wherever come over and do the hunting. But there's a few problems with that. Number one, they're not equipped to hunt buffalo the correct way. I mean, these guys, seriously, I bought from them a bow and arrow handmade out of basically a stick and some poison arrows, or they've got old put together guns that they use as muzzle loaders that just wound animals and that sort of thing, or snares. You don't want that going on, and they're not going to be as successful. So if we come in and we're equipped the right way and we do legal, ethical buffalo hunts, they get the meat, they get money from the trophy fee and the community fees, which is a benefit they wouldn't get if they were shooting the animals on their own. But it's not reality for them to be in here killing buffalo or wounding buffalo or trying to kill buffalo when we can do it, and they're going to reap more benefits from it than they would otherwise.
seen 2 Duggar boys down there. We're gonna walk in, have a look and see if there's anything worth shooting.
Manny and Willie, they got us close into shooting distance. We had to look and see if anything was hard balls. It was a little bit bigger herd than we anticipated, and just we didn't find anything that was hard balls. So on to the next one.
It's been kind of slow today. I've seen a lot of herds, hundreds of buffalo, but not one shootable bull. And we're up in the foothills by the mountains. The guys just spotted some over here, and it looks pretty good. So we're gonna go see what's there and what we can sort out.
facing us, drill it, and then the other one will try and stay around. I tell you what. Yeah.
If it's gonna be a frontal shot, why don't you shoot? He's facing us. I just don't want to take that with this open side. See, he's facing us. Get on there, right there, and bust his ass. I'm gonna get over here where I can move. The other one stays around.
You know they're gonna stop together.
Yeah.
And then
I'll be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good shot.
Yeah.
You know, things have gotten pretty intense with having gotten on that bull a couple times. The guy's got a couple more shells in him, and you know, he was bleeding, but he was still moving pretty good, and that's when things can really go wrong.
This is where he bedded down.
Yeah, we just bumped him again. We saw him, but he's been laying right here. Hopefully he won't go too far. He looked at me like he was running funny, didn't you think? He didn't.
He was hurt.
It didn't look right.
No, he's hurt.
Well, hopefully we can get him right over this hill. Well, guys, this has been one heck of a day. It's been 6 hours and 20 minutes since we first made contact with these guys, and 8.8 miles. But Minnie, you and Willie, the tracking job today was fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, if it weren't for y'all tracking the way you did through the grass, I mean, tall grass, I mean, it's just amazing. We never got this. So I thank you all for that.
It just is a testament to how tough they are. I mean, that first shot was a really good shot, just a tiny bit low,
Yep.
and he took about 6 more to finish the job.
Oh,
they are tough,
he-
but I tell you what, it's thundering, it's lightning. I think we better hoof back and get the truck and try to get it in here before we can't.
We're going to get wet.
Yeah, but good job, guys.
Been a great
Appreciate
pleasure
it.
on to you,
Yeah.
Skip.
Yes,
And
appreciate
It
it.
was wonderful.
Tim, thank you. Thank you.
Maybe even a bit of tank.
Whatever he is, he's a tank.
He's nice.
But one day we were out sort of midday and we spotted a small group of bulls out in a pretty wide open area, and we were glassing them. There looked like a pretty decent one in there, and then one of the guys saw a different group a few hundred yards away from those, and then there was a little herd off in one area, and we were trying to decide what to do. It looked like there were a couple potential bulls in different groups there. So we decided, okay, we'll go after the ones on the right, and if nothing pans out there, then we'll take off and track the ones that were on the left. And when we saw these buffalo in the wide open, I knew that it wasn't that we were going to get in there to 50 yards where you'd like to be with a double rifle. So on that one, I grabbed my 416 with a 12 power Trigicon on it, and I knew I might have to reach out there a little bit.
Now. No. The first time we hit him. Yeah, I know. Properly.
Come to the right.
Yeah, he's on the right. Here's two more.
Yep. Yeah, let me trade you. Let me trade you belts.
Give me a couple sugars. Just about to drop. Please, running, let's take this.
Moving out there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, it's a long way to the furthest left buffalo leading them toward a thicket. Looks like that big bull. See his shoulder. My Lord.
Well done, bud.
I don't know about well, but it's done. It's a big buffalo. Oh, man, he took some punishment.
He took some lead.
I mean, I shot him like 5 or 6 times with 416. Obviously, the first one wasn't right. But he's done, thank goodness. exactly how we're gonna make it.
Just swirling a little bit. The sun's shining in our eyes.
Well, we were having a nice relaxing bush lunch today, and we got a phone call from Dion, one of the other PHs, and my buddy Shane hit a bull and they couldn't find it. You know, you buffalo hunt enough, you're gonna have a bad hit every once in a while, and we wanted to try to do the safest and quickest thing. We've got Willie, who is a great tracker, so we busted out, came over here. We're all gonna try to get on the trail and sort this thing out.
Twende pale moja kwa moja. Kweli eh?
We've been tracking, I don't know, 15 minutes or something, and Skip saw a buffalo standing out here in the open. Could have shot him. It's a big buffalo, but we're just trying to make sure we're on the right one. And we don't know. We didn't see blood on this one, so we're not going to just shoot a buffalo.
what a 500 does, buddy.
Well done.
Wow.
That was serious stuff.
Well, I don't know if I did anything, but it was fun.
You did. You slowed him down in the beginning.
Yeah.
Turned out good. We bumped him a few times, and the PH's got a couple flying at him as he was running off, and Shane got up here to finish him off. This is one big buffalo, but he put us through it in some scary tall grass. This is nasty stuff. That is a stud. Cruising around this morning, seen a lot of herds, and came over a hill here. I don't know exactly how many. Saw a couple bulls that looked like a small group, and they went around a big bush and over a hill. So we're gonna go look. We may get over there and there's 200 and it may be a group of bulls. We're gonna see if Skip can't get on one though. So we got 3 bulls out here, and the guys, it's hard with the sunlight, but it looks like there's probably one that's hard bossed. He has a partially broken horn. The other 2 are young. So if we can get in there, we're gonna check him out a little bit more. Skip and I are real worried about something being broken, and we just want enough age. The boys have just gone into that long grass. But it looks like Skip did a good shot. So we're just gonna slowly follow up.
We didn't want him to get away. Sorry, brother.
Hey, I was in no position to shoot.
And that's why I got ready. I had a feeling he was in that shit.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, that was some intense action there for a few seconds.
It was.
Absolutely.
I mean, y'all did a great stalk on those 3 bulls today, and I mean, you got a really good shot at him. He wasn't gonna make it, but that was some heavy duty stuff that we went through. But all's well that ends well, and I mean, Benny, again, thank you. We're on this WTA hosted hunt, and Skip and I have been hunting together 2-on-1, and everybody is always like, oh, shouldn't I go by myself? Here, it doesn't matter. You get twice the action, and this is what, day 5, 9 o'clock in the morning, and our 5th bull on the salt. Right. It's some pretty good hunting up here. And thank you and Willie, you guys have been just wonderful.
Every buffalo hunter loves a big buffalo, and I'm no different, absolutely. But as you hunt more and more buffalo, I think a lot of people sort of evolve into looking for age and just really old bulls that the size doesn't matter as much anymore as having just a worn out gray face and worn off horns and slick bosses and all that. And sort of the holy grail of that is a scrum cap, just a bull that's so old that he's worn his horns away to where he basically just has bosses and he's just got a scrum cap. And you know, lots of people now would kill to be able to have a bull like that. And a few years back I got really lucky, and I think on the 2nd day of the hunt we were up in some grassy hills at the foot of the mountains, and we saw an old scrum cap and another old bull.
We found one that's just darn near scrum cap up here. We get up on top and catch up with him. We're gonna take him. I just got 1 or 2 left. I jumped out without my gun belt. That's fine. This is so fantastic. Edwin, you have produced my dream buffalo, my man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I mean, I came here wanting a scrum cap, and we found one. You said you'd seen one over in this area a few days ago, and I love this area because the hills, and you can get around on the buffalo and get close. I mean, man, what a perfect hunt for this guy.
I was able to make a good shot and take a scrum cap, which is the buffalo of a lifetime for me. And you know, the vast majority of buffalo hunters out there that would want one never get that opportunity. So I just felt so blessed to have that opportunity at the time. And you'd never think you'd really get a chance at another one, but when you come to Karamoja, you never know.
Yes. It's there. The scrum cap's there. But I'm on him.
We spotted these buffalo from the vehicle, and we thought we were in pretty good shape that we could just make a loop on them and get in. But of course, as we're getting off the truck and there's a pretty good crew of us and getting all our gear together, they take off and run up the hill. We're sort of in the foothills of the mountains, and they run up the hill, and instead of going directly to where they were and start tracking them, Willie, our tracker, said to get the wind right, he wanted to make a big loop around to try to cut them off and to keep the wind in our favor. And
Well done, sir. Well done.
Well done to get us in there and do
Well
it.
done.
Oh my gosh, Willie.
Yeah,
Thank you, my
good,
man.
good. Good. Well done. Good.
Good job.
I'm blown away to be able to actually go out and legitimately look for a scrum cap buffalo. I don't know that there's anywhere else in Africa that you can do that. This is my second one. And some of the guys saw him earlier this week. He gave them the slip or whatever, and we came yesterday and didn't find him. General area came in today and found him and another bull, and Minnie and Willie got me in. I didn't do the best shooting in the world. I never had a perfect shot at him. I was having to take a little quartering here and there, but we kept shooting, and he's laying over there. Can't wait to go see him. Minnie, I am just blown away. What a way to end what's already been a fantastic safari, but to be able to come in here and shoot a scrum cap.
Fantastic. Great.
You
Great shooting.
You put us right on him. We'd looked for a couple days. We'd heard he was in the area, but you know, the real takeaway from this to me is this area.
Yes.
That it is legit to be able to come and shoot a scrum cap. Everybody that comes is not going to, but I mean, every year somebody does, or multiples, and it's just, there are so many buffalo here and they get to be so old, and you've got a legit chance of finding one of these incredible old warriors. And you know, to me, somebody that's hunted buffalo a good bit, that is the ultimate trophy, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just, I'm blown away. But you know, our last morning, and what a way to end just a fantastic, fantastic safari. Thank you, my friend.
It's been a pleasure hunting
It's
with
been
you, sir.
wonderful.